I have another collective tarot reading for you all. I really miss doing the dailies like crazy, and they were pretty overwhelming and they zap my energy sometimes. It is what it is. Anyway, I hope you all are doing fantastic. Remembering to keep your vibration up there at 528 hertz. That is important. That's the #1 goal, actually. That's what I just heard from this side, Gabriel's side. Anyway, so much going on. I just let my other channel, Age of Aquarius, I let them know that I'm doing my readings over here now, and that I finally got moved in my new office now, and I feel at peace. I hope you guys are feeling some of that peace too. We do have, remember I did that weekly forecast for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday through Sunday, right? And I remember, I didn't go back and look, but I do remember that I got a dark man, was Wednesday or Thursday, somewhere in there, and the energies on the table for a daily reading for tomorrow. So for July the 11th, that is portal energy, and it's interesting because right in the middle of the reading, we have the 1111 card. When I look at the astrology, I always look at Vedic and tropical because they both matter, as above, so below, as within, so without. So for anybody that's got an argument about, oh, the tropical seems like it's the correct one, or some will say, no, it's the Vedic. You should only look at the Vedic. No, you need to look at both, because they both pertain, and they're both equally valuable. Trust me. And according to the astrology, wow, that dark man that showed up in the reading, it's here. So, in grand fashion, I'm going to go through a couple of things real quick with you guys and explain this. Remember, I have never taken an astrology course. I have never read up on astrology in general. I just look at that wheel, you know, the wheel in the sky. I look at that wheel and I let my higher self, your subconscious, the moon energy, tell me what's going on, okay? I know the reason I do things the way I do them, and I didn't take a course on astrology, is because everything here hasn't been tampered with. Not everything is correct. So I go based off the energy that I'm picking up from the wheel in the sky. And based on that wheel, the thing that really stands out for me for tomorrow, first of all, it's 11:11 in the reading, right in the center. So, center stage. And 11s are portal energy. And here's the deal. We have Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. There's a triangle going on this astrology wheel. And it's between the Pluto retrograde in Aquarius, the Mars and Uranus energy over in Taurus, and Black Moon Lilith over in Libra. Barely. The moon is in Virgo, And of course, the sun, tropically, this is all tropical, is in Cancer. So happy birthday to Cancers. I believe that makes you Vedically a Gemini. But let me double check that. I'm checking right now. So for those of you that haven't looked at your charts or know this, like I said, the Vedic and the tropical matter. And the website is so slow these days. They really need to fix that. Anyway, well, that is thinking about doing it so that I can confirm that you're a Gemini Vedically. The other thing of note, let me go over to what was it I was going to look at? Oh, yes, this. Coming up on July the 26th, our fire energy is going to get stunted a bit. And that is our Aries energy, because Chiron will go stationary to go into retrograde. And that happens on the 26th. So everybody has Aries in their chart, so keep that in mind. The heavier Aries you have in your chart, the more likely this is going to affect you. And the wounded warrior being retrograde in your sign, I feel like it's not just that, but Neptune retrograded, and it's right there at the edge of between you all and Pisces, and that's water energy, and it's pulling back and pulling Chiron back with it. So it feels to me like things are going to get put off for people with heavy Aries placements, whether Vedically or tropically. It's going to douse your fire, is what I'm feeling like. That's going to continue till December 29th. So from now till the end of the year, postponement. I feel like a postponement for you guys is what it feels like to me. So keep that in mind. And it's because of those retrogrades. Something's getting put off. Put it on the back burner, I just heard. So keep that in mind. I am verifying. Yes, Vedically you are. Happy birthday, Cancer. Happy birthday, Gemini. So if you were born on the 11th, you are Vedically a Gemini. So you might be a very chatty Cancer. Because there's some Cancers that are not chatty. They're very withdrawn. It depends on how they're vibrating. But if your frequency is high and you're keeping it up high, you're a more chatty Cancer. Okay? So somebody that's more extrovert than introvert. Now, there are some Cancers that are introvert, but it's because their vibration's lower. Because they still have work to do. Just keep that in mind. Anyway, let's get on with the reading. I used to do Sabian Mysteries pictures, and I'm going back to that because those pictures have given me, over the years, as you know, here on Divine Needle, a lot of information. And this one did as well, because in the overall energy, this popped out, and the energy coming from that Sabian Mysteries matched this. So it was basically a verifier for me about what that energy is about. So let's get into this reading. I already put the cards on the table, and I'm kind of wishing I hadn't, but the problem is with doing these readings is a lot of times if I take the time to record the cards coming out, then I have to do a part 2 because the way my program's designed, I can only get about an hour recording time, or I have to make a part 2. So I'm going to set a timer right now on here with you all, so that we don't go over time. We're already at 11 minutes, so I'm going to set this at 45 to remind me to hurry up or stop and do a part 2. Anyway, I digress. So I'm doing the same reading that I used to do, and the overall energy I got was the Champion, the Devil, and the Six of Pentacles. And that is the overall energy for tomorrow. I got some clarifying cards. On the Champion, I got the Two of Swords, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. Okay. Holding those up where you can see them. Okay. That is the clarification for the Champion card, the Six of Wands. Because I knew this wasn't... For a lot of you, this is a victory. For some of you, it's not. It's actually something that you're going to see that you didn't see before. And it's third-party energy. So this is somebody outside of you and outside of, it could be a family member or somebody you work with or somebody in your friend group. Okay. But it's something you don't see coming. You feel bound to it, tied to it. And it's something that you're noticing or seeing. With the Devil card, I got a clarifier, and this one spun when it hit the deck. It's a Two of Cups in reverse. Okay. This is somebody that you're not. It's the card of Capricorn, the Devil card, or in this deck, it's the Demon. It's somebody that we've got a couple of sixes in this row. We got the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. And I feel like this is a very Six of Cups energy. I think the sixes are important. And I did get 666 today in something that I saw. So it's there. The energy's there. So this is somebody from the past, possibly. Remember, in that weekly, we got the Dark Man. And it looked... Remember, I talked to you guys about something that's going to come up and be presented to you again for a do-over. These retrogrades have a lot to do with it. It's somebody that your Two of Cups is upside down. You're not getting along with for some reason. And I feel all tied up, all bound up. And it's crossroads energy. So for some of you, and in the Sabian Mysteries and in the Giver, It feels like somebody that's got their hand out. It's the overall energy for the 11th. Now, when they have their hand out, because it's the devil, it's they're wanting something from you, it feels like. Somehow, some way. But it's material. So, remember we had that dark man, and that energy felt like this is a do-over, something that's repeated. So we're being tested. That's the best way to put it. Your highest priority is the King of Wands, Leo energy. The Four of Wands, Aries energy, so lots of fire. And then we have this water, Five of Cups. The highest priority is the King of Wands is this guy. He's somebody that he's one of the kings. This guy will get off his throne, okay? So your highest priority is to get off your throne. Get off your duff. Foundation energy, the 1111 card, being dead center in the reading, too. You know, between these. Okay? It was dead center of the reading. Whoop. Okay. Everything that happens during a reading matters. The Five of Cups just hit the ground in reverse. What are you guys trying to tell me? So, this is about foundation, structure, energy. This 1111 card, it can also be about celebrations, a marriage. Remember, I just got the energy off of the astrology that was saying Aries is going to be postponing something. And it's interesting because that Four of Wands is an Aries, Venus and Aries. And the Five of Cups. There's something lacking, something missing. And it's your highest priority to deal with it. Get off your duff. Get off your high horse, I just heard. Okay. We'll just leave that card down there. Because I don't know if I can get it. I'd have to play Tootsie with it. Oh, hey. I got monkey feet. I can pick up stuff off the floor. Anyway, there's that Five of Cups. And it went reversed when it landed on the ground. Everything happens for a reason. So, they're basically saying, quit looking at the past when that fell on reversed like that. Because this is talking about some past things that spilled. For some of you, this is quite literally something happening where, like, a wreck, a collision at a crossroads. For some of you, this is literally things being spilt. But it's saying that you need to focus on the future. King of Wands, especially that flip and reverse like it did. That was weird. What to be mindful of, prepare for. Five of Swords, Hector. And the Eight of Orbs, the journeyman. The first thing that came out to me was this is something where you're going to have to pick up the pieces and focus. Okay? So if it's a wreck, it's literally picking up pieces off the ground. That's the energy I'm pulling off of this. Because somebody didn't see you. So for some of you, this is literally a collision of some sort. It causes spillage. But focused on that. That's what you need to be mindful of, prepare for. Focusing on collecting yourself for some of you, or collecting things from the ground, because these things have been spilt on the ground. Okay? And they requested my tiny steampunk deck, which I haven't used in forever, but that's what they wanted and they wanted my original Spirit Keepers. This is the second edition that she did, the Vitruvian. They wanted me to go back into these readings again. I'm going to ask what the clarity on the Five of Swords. What are we picking up? What are we picking up? What are we picking up? For some of you, this is like a collision where somebody tries to blame you or get you to take equal fault in it, or a relationship where there's equal, or they're wanting you to take the blame for something. But what are we picking up here on this Five of Swords? Okay, just flipped on the deck. Let me grab it. The truth. Learning the truth. Or a fast incoming. Fast incoming. Knight of Swords. So swords, clarifying swords. See, I keep feeling this entanglement thing, like crashes. It's funny because I don't have the Chariot card, but this Champion card feels very vehicle for some of you. And the fact that we got the Foundation card, what looks like a wheel on it, because they've used that as a steering wheel for me in the past, like for ships. What's interesting is this underlying energy, which we'll get to in a minute. Anything else on what we're picking up on this to go with this Knight of Swords? Fast incoming clarity. Yeah, some sort of focused clarity. You're focused on picking something up. Okay. They don't want another card on that. Okay. I'm stopping. Here's the underlying energy. We have the politic. 3 of Wands. That's Sun and Aries. Then we have the Destroyer. 10 of Swords. This is a Gemini card. Sun and Gemini. And then the Outlaw. Stuck like Chuck. Judgment. Or, sorry. Hangman. Judgment. Why did I say Judgment? It's funny, because we have 3 major arcana right behind that, or 4. The Holy See, the Healer, which is a star card. The Emperor, the Magus, which is Magician. And then right under that, the Corruptor and Death, right behind that. This reading is really good for those of you because it gives you a heads up. This is intersecting energy. You see how she's balanced? She's got the moon over her head. Normally, this 2 of Swords is crossed over in most decks. So for some of you, this is quite literally a crash at an intersection with a third party and getting tangled up. And then who's at fault? Playing the blame game, I just heard. But there will be a truth revealed in the pieces on the ground. Okay? Yeah, it feels like somebody's speeding and not paying attention. Or something to that nature. For some of you. Or this just could be, like I said, for some of you, this is just somebody that is in your surrounding groups, whether that be business, pleasure, or family. That is basically trying to put their past on you. That's what it feels like. And your highest priority is to take charge of the foundation. And see, originally it was like this. It was lacking. But you no longer lack what you need because you're the King of Fire. You no longer lack what you need. In other words, don't operate out of lack mentality. But there's a lot of looking at the ground going on here. So, like I said, for some of you, this is literally a wreck. Got those backwards. There we go. I do see, and this is more microcosm stuff. I do see macrocosm as well. The macrocosm's always there. And it's here in this reading. Microcosm is more us individually, things happening. Macrocosm can be cosmically in the stars themselves. Or on the world stage. And the fact that we have these three together, particularly somebody holier than thou. There's a lot of major arcana, all back to back. I mean, you can't even. First you have that Three of Wands, politics, right? And that's also at a distance. Destroyer. See, there's that intersection thing. This is something to do with an intersection point where things intersect. But we have, you know, behind that politics, we have the Destroyer, the Outlaw, the Star, Healer card, the Emperor, and the Magician. That's a hell of a lineup. Followed by the Corruptor. So on the macrocosm, and then the Death card. And the Five of Pentacles, the Vagabond. And then you have the Queen of Swords, the Scarlet Shield right after that. I'm picking up a couple of macrocosm things. First of all, a ship, a destroyer. Verification. This outlaw, it almost feels like, oh wow, I'm getting this backwards again. I don't like it when my cards go backwards. No, don't. Nope, nope, nope. We're not having it. Oh, there we go. That's correct. Okay. An Emperor manifesting the Corruptor. No, the Holy See and the Star were together. Everything's mixed up, I just heard. Everything's mixed up. My cards were mixed up, and this is sitting there. How many minutes do I have? I'm good. Something being seen. That was hidden. Something that was hidden gets, somebody notices it. Always get this look up and then the Star card. Look up the Star. Confirmation. It's big. As above, so below. as above, something above. This energy is interesting. Cast a shadow on this third-party energy, but it gets cut out. See, it feels like it casts a shadow of some sort. So on the macrocosm cosmic scale, whatever it is, it's a queen of the air. So asteroid or comet? So something to do with a ship. But we also have something to do with a star or an asteroid. And it's like, look up at the star as above. Confusion. See through the illusion. Oh. Yeah, it's something that wasn't seen before, but it's being seen now. Oh, for real? Back some time ago, I did a reading where I actually forecasted an asteroid that the scientists didn't know about. It came in behind another one, and I even said that in a reading. I was like, they know about this one, but there's another one coming in behind it. And it's weird because we have 3 here. We have 3. This is like past. So is history repeating itself somewhat? Something casting a shadow. And it's a queen of the air. The star. The kindred. Mercury and Pisces. Yeah, an incoming messenger. So yeah, it's like an asteroid or a comet. And it's a cluster of 3. It's 3. And it's like, they're hidden? Or at least 1 or 2 are hidden behind another. but there's a shadow that gets cast that makes it so it can be seen. Fascinating. There's also something to do with politics in general. I know I did a reading back about a month ago that was talking about something that's supposed to happen, I think, July 18th. Is that correct? Republican National Convention? That too. Yeah, I'm picking up on that energy too. Where somebody puts out an order that causes death, fire in a building. And it probably has to do with that reading I did about the Republican National Convention. It showed specifically that it would be the 18th. I know that convention goes from the 15th to the 18th. But it was specific about the 18th. The last day, which I found out later is the day the whoever gets put up as the Republican nominee speaks on that day, evidently. And I warned people, do not go to that convention. I've warned people not to go to any big concert venues, anything like that right now, because everything's like a prime target, it feels like, for shenanigans. And this is the shenanigan card, that corruptor card. That's shenanigans, causing death. See? Causing death. And 5 of Pentacles. What I do is a type of remote viewing, by the way. Because I feel the energy, almost like I'm there. Trying to cut out the third party. I wonder if this is somebody pulling a fast one, trying to get rid of Kennedy. Because that's a third party in politics, right? It could be. This Emperor, it's interesting because we were talking about Aries, and that is an Aries card. Trying not to mix these cards up. Yeah, Irish Shield, 3 of Swords. Page of Wands. That. This Emperor. Give me, on this political thing, the Emperor. Can you tell me more about that? On the Emperor, okay. Page of Swords. What else can you tell me about this Emperor? A price on their head, I just heard. A price on their head. Kennedy, we need to look up his birth chart, find out what his sun sign is. Can you tell me anything else about this? Somebody's got, an emperor's got a price on their head. And the Holy See put out a hit on them. And we all know who the Holy See is. The Hierophant. Tell me more about this Emperor. That's incoming energy that causes a leak. Some sort of leaked information to this Emperor. Let me look this up real quick while I got you here. Let me see what I can find out real quick while I got you guys here. Robert F. Kennedy. Okay. Need to make sure I stipulate junior. Here we go. He's a Capricorn. He's a Capricorn. And we have Capricorn on the table. Born January 17th, 1954. It's interesting because when I saw his website, it was saying that he's in the polls. He outpolls Democrat or Republican. He's an anti-vaccine activist, environmental lawyer, and conspiracy theorist. Oh, wow. That Two of Swords was stuck to my elbow and just fell to the floor. He's a Capricorn, and the overall energy is the champion, the demon, and the giver. They are selected, not elected. I just heard. Selected by catch my drift? Oh, yeah. You got elephants on that card, too. Selected by. That ought to be interesting to see how that plays out. Price on their head, huh? Somebody laying low behind a curtain, fast incoming in energy that causes a leak. A leak. Learning about a leak. Okay. So there's a lot going on tomorrow. Big energy with that triangle and the, yeah. And the planets and the placements of those planets tomorrow. The cup's full. Grabbing the spoils. This reading definitely has something to do with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and his campaign. He's not lacking. He's not lacking. But as I said, they're selected, not elected, as they would love you to believe. Lots of corruption. Yep. Manifesting corruption. All right. Well, I don't know what else to say. That's pretty much. I mean, I could probably get more looking at the cards a little longer, but time's up. Okay. So we'll go with that. Anyway, I do hope you have a grand day. Remember the microcosm. Some of you having some problems with intersection energy. Possible collisions. And some of you, it's just simply something coming back around. Likely friend or family, could be even business. And it's another test for you to take charge of what you're building, so you don't have this and no longer be in lack. The way that card flipped upside down is your highest priority. You're not lacking. You have everything you need. You have a good, strong foundation. And dedicated focus. All right? Is what you can expect. Somebody picking up the pieces. Okay? I do hope you have a fantastic 11th. Just, if you're at an intersection, any place where there's crossroads, be mindful and obey the traffic laws. Okay? Anyway, try to have a good one. This is a heads up. The fact that you saw this reading could prevent, if you go all King of Wands, prevent a problem. Okay? Anyway, talk to you later. Have a good one.